When the Caribbean cannot get no import from the place where they claim to be independent from, and they're depending on them. How could you be independent but you depending?
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, what the heck is that? You know what I mean? You're depending.
To be all that land. Listen to me. If you stand up in the valley or any place and you look at any of those hills, it's bananas you will see. Any of those hills.
But I also just be live on Saturdays, and I have how many of my videos that talk about it. So I'm only repeating what I've said.
Yeah. So how can you have a country and people go in the House of Assembly and boast and say how temperature this and temperature that. All of that used to give people work, and all of that is nothing happening again. So how can you tell people that the country is doing well when all of that is no people are working their land? All kind of vegetable oil in the country. Do people know how they grow vegetable, how they get this vegetable oil? And our coconut oil, they tell us that's not good. Don't use coconut oil. Too much cholesterol. And the old people were using that for years and nothing ever happened to them.
It is time for people to live like Rasta. Now, why it's time to live Rasta? Because Rasta, we live in the real thing. Let us look at agriculture now. Any man cannot be a farmer now. Agriculture is too expensive.
Yeah.
And the government does not put enough on agriculture farmers. They put more, like you said, they would more fix the place for the tourists. And every politician want a piece of the pie, the budget. So when the budget comes, that's how they live in the budget. And they pick it up from everybody, especially Rastas. They used to penalize Rastas and take big portion of money for Rastas for a little split, a little bit of weed, and make the big budget. And then they take that budget and then they send the children to school while they penalizing a set of people. A country that take innocent people, farmers, Rastas are farmers. When a country take farmers, because they have locks in their head and they plant a little weed, and take them and jail the farmers. So who planting food in the country when the farmers jail?
Yes, but the other thing too, these same people that are arresting the farmers for the same marijuana thing, they're sending people from St. Lucia overseas to work in
well, wait, we coming to there. It is like that. It is ignorance sin now is showing who was ignorant and who was wise. The Rastas were wise. The Rastas say the weed was good for the service of man, for medicine. They say the Rastas was mad people and the Rastas don't know what they're talking about. So they say it is illegal and it is dangerous. That was their saying. But right now, the wisdom has revealed that it is the only cure for cancer. And when man like Jimmy Carter is saying it cures cancer, and other high officials is saying it cures the cancer, then they now want to be the cartels now. They want to see how they can own the bigger plantation to make the money. Which is wrong. Because I say in the same farmers concerning the food winner, when the same farmers they have locked up for marijuana, drop the farmers so they could go and work. Now, it is too expensive to be a farmer. Long time, you used to just go and plant the earth. Let us look at what they did to the land. They sent down something called Roundup. Roundup is a chemical that was created to kill organic soil and that would be able to grow the GMO. So they send this chemical out. You could do it, you could go online and check it out. They send this chemical out so it would kill the organic soil everywhere. The FDA now will be in control of food, saying now we will own the seed, we will modify the seeds, we will have the seed. We will give you corn seed that will only last 1 month. One lifespan, it does not reproduce. Now when they kill the natural corn we had, the natural tomatoes and all those things, they kill it already. We cannot grow to make seeds. We have to keep buying seeds. So when we're going to talk about farming, why is going on there? Because the poor people cannot afford to keep buying the seeds. And the government does not take it as a reality that food is going away. So they could have said, let us invest much more in food than what we are investing. So they would invest a lot of things in horse race, in this race or that race. But the food race, they leave it out because they're depending on rice and flour from abroad. But these days, what's happening abroad is total destruction is taking place in India, China, Italy. Them places there is under heavy destruction. Fire, storm, hurricane, hail. And when a place hold water for 2-3 months, it means everything that grows down dead. So just now the importation will be very thin.
Yeah, but the importation start they start getting a blow already too.
No, it's big and getting bigger. And since it's getting bigger, the country does not have enough to feed itself. So there's a famine coming, and there's a whole case of zombie hatching, because when these cannot get the food they used to, let us look at Castries. Look at all Castries. They don't have nowhere to have river, nowhere to have garden. What will they eat just now? You see, now the people that have land, like you said, they have a portion of land, everywhere that banana, do you know that they make the pesticides is very expensive for the people? The tools is very expensive. They should give, if the place is running out of food, the government should take hold and say, let us invest a lot into food. Give the farmer, I tell them, I want to plant a lot of food there, but I can't plant a lot of food there. Because you see this road there? Look right now, a piece of land is in it. And you know what? I took 5,000 trees of planting up here. And when I had sell only 2 vans, a hurricane passed and all fall down. And when all fall down, the road block and I can't sell none. All my money I invest and everything just go to waste. And because I'm not in an association, although I fit in the nation, but because I'm not in an association, then they would not give me a help. So I just invest thousands of dollars and I just go to waste thousands of dollars go to and I get nothing. And now COVID come, I still run a little business here. And when COVID come now, it's closed down, so for the thing, everything go down. Everybody's suffering from it. So when the food is going away, and there's nothing that they could really do, because if flour not coming in, rice and sugar, just free item, I call it, for 3 months, then St. Lucia is finished.
Yeah, the same thing, I made a video one time, and I asked them, if no boats, no plane can come to St. Lucia and bring food for just around 2-3 months, I asked them, what will happen in St. Lucia? People never think about those things. What will happen if no boats
still dead
can bring food there?
Riot.
And so why still, what will make them people here? What will make these people understand that they need to be planting things?
They will not. Because what happened is we cannot think that we could change the prophecies. There are prophecies that say that they will see those things happen, they don't understand, and they'll continue doing who done. If God, the creator, there's a creator, if man don't explain him well to you, but you didn't make yourself, and your first mother did not make herself either. So there was a force, there was something somehow that made man. And everything on this earth, we see the following a law. We don't see bull cow going on bull cow, although it is bull cow. But,
but man want to do it.
But exactly. So when we see, then we bring those kind of thing where you find that man has turned their back on the creator that giving them the daily bread. And if he say he doesn't want that thing, they will show they want that thing, man and man, woman and woman. Now the creator say because of the iniquity of the people, then the food will go away. There's a lesion. So as the iniquity increase, the food going away. So what can you do? Can you stop the iniquity from increasing? Because if you can stop the iniquity from increasing, then you cannot stop the food from going away. That's what's going on there. So because of the iniquity, the food is going away. Now we Rastas, we have a plan. Our plan is not to stay in St. Lucia or in Babylon.
The only people that was talking about reparation was Rasta alone. And they were making it look as that these are mad people.
Mad people.
Now, right now, as they see that reparation
they owe the MIF.
Look possible. You know, all bald heads coming out and behaving like they're on the table.
They owe the MIF and they feel the reparation should be given to them for them to spend it in the same land of the captives, the same plantation. No, that money they're giving us, we want reparation, our reparation, Rasta, the reparation Rasta asking for repatriation. We don't want land in Babylon. We don't land in St. Lucia. We want land back in Africa where we was. If you take my grandmother away there 400 years, I want their land. There I want to go back. So we want repatriation, resettlement, and compensation to compensate 400 years of people labor you did not pay. Our grandmothers and fathers that you slave and beat, to compensate them. And if at that time, 400 years ago, if 1 million was a trillion, you can understand now you have 400 trillion to give us then. to pay us back. And England, America, and all them places, Italy, all them places that slave our people, our black people, our brothers down here. So we want to be compensated, and we want repatriation now. Right now, it has gone from low to high because it's reached already in the AU. Right now, in Africa, it is there, the file is there in Africa. Presently now they're discussing Rasta returning to Ethiopia. When they said that would never happen, but look, it's returning. And Africa already say year of return and welcome us. But we're not returning without the compensation. They must compensate it. When we return to Africa, Paul, they stole all our gold to build and slave our mothers and fathers. So we're not letting that pass. You have to pay us for us to return. So in this place, anything you'll try to do here to say that you'll try to see if you could build back St. Lucia, plant back food. Let me tell you something. When I come and live in the hills here, the amount of bugs that they're eating food now, there was not there. Those plagues, they're taking it there, you can't do what you was doing again. Organic not even working again, because even the man you're giving parasites. So you see, so right now, there's no hope. The only hope that is there is for man that is conscious of what's going on, and they know the West is drying, the West will perish, and they prepare themselves to return. Don't let you think all these great prophets will come and talk to the black people. Look at, you see the black people? They brainwash the black people so much. The black people doesn't even know who they are. The black people believe they're St. Lucian. The black people believe they're Barbadian. The black people believe they're monstration. The black people don't even know there's African, much less Ethiopian. So we have to look at every country, have to find where they belong. When the Caribbean cannot get no import from the place where they claim to be independent from, and they're depending on them. How could you be independent but you're dependent?
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, what kind of thing is that? You know what I mean? You're depending. You have never been independent. You understand me, sir? So let me tell you something. I'm glad you looking at the environment, because I had a white man here come here once. I told you before. And he was here also watching that. He had a camera, same. And when I was talking to him, he was taking pictures and he was telling me he pity. That time they used to put all the poison there. And he was drinking the water down there. And I'm telling me he pity the city down there. All of them will die. All of them poison. Yeah, but I'm telling you, they used to come up on the hill here, and they have a little tank where they catch in the water, and they would spread tons and tons of all kind of deadly poison up here, and the rain wash it and pull it back in the tank and they drink it. So I mean, people that was doing investigation saw that they were all poison. I had 200 students with teachers and government people that come here once because they claim I was underwater, polluting the water. I had Andy Daniel come here, Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
All these people come here already. Sean Edwards, Guy Joseph, because they talk about I on the water. When they come here, all the people see I am doing good. They see I don't have no problem there. I am the one that was preserving the water down there, more telling the people do not. I recommended to the white man that the banana should have toilets on there because too many people coming up here and shitting on the water and the people drinking it down there. Yeah, when the teachers came there, the teachers said the way they was saying about me, they not think about me so again. You know what I mean? Because I come here and I care about you down there. I will not do nothing on the water there and you down there. So when they come here, they send me people, many times government men come here, about 6-7 times after me.
That is because of the mentality of the people in the valley. The valley people, a lot of them, some of them are very destructive. They will spread rumors about things they don't even know. So like, that thing about Lani Munkashi and Larry Glower, I have heard that. But these are things that they will do. They have never been here. But they will just go and say it to others. And the way they say it, you will believe that it is true. Yeah. That's how they are. That's how the valley people behave.
Do you believe that today, presently, some youths came from down here and they come up here? And hear what they used to ask me for. We heard here's a cemetery. Where is cemetery? Is there a cemetery? I tell them, yes, there's a cemetery. Tell me there's a cemetery. I say, yes. I say, you see, I have goats when they die, I bury them. I have dogs when they die, I bury them. So that's the cemetery talking about. That's the animal cemetery. Nobody die in here. Nobody die here to say nothing. So the people just say anything they want. Check it. So when Andy Daniel came here, Andy Daniel tell me he have heard that they say I over the water. They has report that to him. So where is the spring they say I buy? So I took him and I brought him the place. Tell me this. I tell him yes. You know what the other people that was there with him told me? They tell me these people they don't like you. That's what they told me. So, and Mr. Daniel talked to me and he tell me he don't see no problem. He didn't see nothing in that. Check it. And after that, after he came here, as if I don't hear they talk about it again on the radio, but they even call my name on the radio and saying how I'm up here delivering my children and I'm polluting the water. One day, 7 men come up here with camera and everything. And when they reach, they come to see the shit that's in the water. And when they come, the guys drink water from the place. They tell them they have the shit. They drink water there because when they see that's why drinking water. That's why I'm drinking water. No shit in water there. Nobody never see shit around my house. Nobody.
But that's one of the problems with the people in the valley. They like saying things they don't know and they repeat it. And the way they say, you will believe them. But the thing is, the way I look at it, I'm on a mission to get the people to plant more of their own food and to get the people to think more of their health. I think that is what that's my mission.
I'm not against you on the mission. I'm on the same mission. Yeah. When I come here, when I find man that was just planting weed and they wasn't planting food, I make them plant food. I've been planting food for 40-something years. I'm up here, I'm planting food. Food I'm growing. I'm not a man that have out using chemicals, so you don't see my food like you pass and see all the thing grow up, you know what I mean? When hurricane blow around here, I lose a lot of food. Every year I losing food, every year. There's a whole piece of land there, I used to plant it and then all that is landslide, I take all the things and go. So when the landslide take all the topsoil, it's not bearing. I have how many land on there? I had 14 acres of land and landslide, Thomas took mostly all the land. I had to leave it. And I come where now, in this place here was a place where they treated so many years with all kind of chemicals. So whenever you plant fruits, because as an agriculturist that came here and told me, the point, he told me what's causing the death of the trees, the acid from the chemical is sitting in the bottom of the soil. And whenever the roots get the acid, burn the trees. Because for 60-something years, they were spreading all kind of old poison up here. Mocab, Vidate, premises, and all them things they had. Rastaman touched down. You know what I mean? So the soil self is dead. You have to struggle for it to do something. It doesn't want to do nothing again. A lot of the places where they had banana, if you realize, there is no grapefruit tree, no mandarin, tangerine, orange. Why? The same poison they was put in for, you know, they kill all the fruits. From here you had how many trees of grapefruits and orange and thing going on? They don't have one again. Trees you see that there's either planted now, and everything I come and find they're dead already.
You know that the way if people were observant, they'll realize simple things like that. When I'm here, every year around Christmas week, I go by the market just to look at yams. I like yams. We used to have all kind of different yams. Yama twin. There's one they call Portuguese yam. There's one they call it was almost like a grape-like color. All kinds of different yam we used to have by the market. Now you go by the market around Christmas time, and you don't see yam again.
You hardly see kush. You don't see yam mush at all again. You don't see yam divin. You don't see yam piquin. You don't see yam piquin either. You don't see nothing this bun. You don't see this bun at all again. You might get a twin and portage still. Or they have a yam pool now. Or sorry. But I'm telling you, yam blanc. They have yam blanc that done. You don't see that again. The yamush, the sweet yamush that I was giving you this big yam. You don't see that again. Yam at all time, matuta. I used to have thousands of forces of yam matuta. Until when a disease break out and take all these yam and I don't have now. I used to have a big piece of all that